Namaste. Welcome to Kriya Yoga's Ayurvedic tips for health and wellness. Today we'll be talking about the causative factors of disease or disharmony according to Ayurveda. So according to Ayurveda, we are a combination of the 5 great elements, ether, air, fire, water, and earth, that come together in what we call the doshas, the tridoshas, vata, pitta, and kapha. The whole goal of Ayurveda is to understand what our nature is, our prakriti. When we're born, these 3 doshas manifest very uniquely within us as individuals, different from siblings, different from other people that are in the same culture and community as us. It's a very unique thumbprint or blueprint of our genetic coding from 7 generations back at least. So when we understand this, Ayurveda's whole goal is for us to keep these doshas in balance within us. So the causative factors of disease would be knowing what our nature is and going against it. We call this prajna paradaha, which means offense against wisdom. So this offense against wisdom is making a decision that we know won't be balancing for our dosha prakriti, for our agni, which is our digestive health, maybe for our mind or our sense perceptions, making a decision that we know, whether we want to admit our knowing or not, that we know is not in health and balance for us. So these could be anything from deciding to eat, a spicy meal when you have a higher pitta prakriti, which pitta is the prakriti of fire and a little bit of water. So when we eat things that increase those doshas within us, that creates a state of imbalance within an individual. So a pitta prakriti would actually eat things that are opposite to the qualities of fire to keep that fire within you more balanced. If we add to the fire, we are increasing and bringing it out of a state of balance. So this is one of the causative factors of disease according to Ayurveda. And this has to do with our own icha shakti, right? This has to do with our own willpower. Once we understand ourselves through the practice of learning more about Ayurveda, learning more about the doshas, understanding our natural proclivities and weaknesses, then once we know these things and we still make decisions that are going to create a state of imbalance, this is an offense against wisdom according to Ayurveda. The second major causative factor of disease according to Ayurveda is asatmindrayartha samyog, which actually means the wrong use of our sense perceptions. It's wrong use, overuse, or underuse of the sense perceptions. So what are the sense perceptions, right? What we're taking in through our eyes, through our nose when we smell, through our mouth when we taste, eat, talk, right? Drink, whatever we're taking in through the mouth, whatever we're putting on our skin and we're actually tactile touching, and whatever we're hearing. Ayurveda looks at whatever we're taking in from the external environment as something that needs to be processed, digested, and either used to the benefit of our own harmonious living or excreted as mala. So these are 2 major causative factors of disease according to Ayurveda. And the third would be parima or kala, time, right? So it can be seasonal, it can be karmic, it can be age, right? The seasons of our life, the stages that we go through as human beings are going to have their ups and downs in their cycles of health and disease. And so part of the beauty of that recognition is acceptance also of, the body's limitations through the different cycles of life. And so we can appreciate and accept disease in that way, lovingly, with gratitude for just the balance and harmony that creation affords us.